What's going on, guys? Parker here, and I am back with another video. And today I got my top 5 NBA Prize Picks player props for the day. And before we get in this video, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel down below if you are new, and give this video a big thumbs up as we are now on the road to 4,000 subscribers, guys. And each one of you liking this video, each one of you subscribing to the channel helps me out in more ways than you guys even realize. It really does help me out a ton. It really supports me a ton, and it really helps push this content out to more and more people every single day as we grow this little community we got going here on YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, and everything like that. And before we get into these plays, guys, I just want to talk a little bit about Soet. So Soet is a sports betting platform where I post my plays every single day. As you can see here, I posted these about 15 minutes ago. And every day, my plays are out on Soet 30 minutes before the YouTube video goes live. So you will be able to get these plays before bumps and everything like that. Because a lot of days, my plays are getting bumped before the YouTube video goes live because it's just the slate. That's what happens, guys. And I get the best value for you guys. So as you can see here, scrolling down, it's 70 plus content creators, premium plays every single day on here. It's like a sports betting Twitter site is how I would describe it. It's like a Twitter where it's just strictly sports betting. And there's 70 plus creators on the site. And as you can see, this is the For You page. You can just scroll through and see everything from different creators and everything like that. You can also just go through a following page. And then also you can click on individual profiles as you see here. You can go to my individual profile, look at my profile, look at my plays every single day and everything like that. And this is just $9.95 a month, guys. So people charge more than that for just one premium Discord. And this is pretty much like you're getting 70 plus premium Discords. There's really nothing like Soet on the market. It's an awesome, awesome app, and you will definitely be profitable sports betting long term if you hop on Soet. So appreciate you guys, everybody that does sign up for Soet. And yeah, you can sign up for Soet today with the top link in the description to my link tree. And then Soet is the top link in my link tree. But without further ado, guys, let's get right into today's 5 plays. So first off, I got Stephen Curry over 27.5 points versus the Trailblazers. Curry's over this line in 13 of his last 19 games versus the Trailblazers. The Trailblazers have allowed the 10th most points per game in the NBA to point guards over the last 2 weeks. So the Trailblazers have obviously been struggling versus the point guard position. He's over this line in 10 of his last 16 games with Chris Paul this season. It's just 10 of 16 games. Didn't mean to put last, or didn't mean to say last. Chris Paul is back. This will lead to more open looks for Steph Curry. Chris Paul's back tonight. Curry will not be in that facilitating role as much as he's been over the last couple of weeks. He'll be more off ball, which will lead to more shooting opportunities, more open looks for Curry. And I think overall this is going to help Curry out a ton having Chris Paul back. We know Curry's one of the most lethal scorers of all time. He's going to continue that tonight. I think he's going to have a big game versus a Trailblazers team that is not very good defensively or not very good overall as well. So really confident in Steph Curry tonight, really confident that he can have a big night. So Steph Curry over 27.5 points versus the Trailblazers is my first play of the day. Next up, I got Nikola Jokic over 21.5 rebounds plus assists versus the Clippers. Jokic has been an absolute wagon this year, his rebounds plus assist line. This line has literally been covering for us pretty much all season long. I think we're like 3-0 when it's been one of my plays, and we're taking it again tonight. Clippers allow the 6th most rebounds per game in the NBA to centers over the last 2 weeks. Clippers allow the 2nd most assists per game in the NBA to centers over the last 2 weeks. Jokic is over this line in 2 straight matchups versus the Clippers. He's over this line in 4 of his last 6 games overall as well. Jokic has been an extremely dominant big all season long. He's got an elite matchup. He's the best player in the NBA. He's got an elite matchup versus the Clippers here, who struggle in terms of the rebounds and assist line versus centers. If you want to take his PRA, go ahead, but I'm more confident in his rebounds and assist hitting than his points, so I'm just going to go with rebounds assists today. Like this line a lot. So Nikola Jokic over 21.5 rebounds plus assists is my second play of the day. Next up, I got Tyrese Maxiell over 31.5 points plus assists versus the Wizards. He's over this line in his first game versus the Wizards this season when he played them in November. The Wizards allowed the 8th most points per game in the NBA to point guards this season. The Wizards allow the most assists per game in the NBA to point guards this season. Even with a blowout, Maxey will still be able to get at least 30 minutes in and be able to cover this line. The way they do the rotation, Maxey still plays in the fourth quarter during blowouts because he subs out usually with I don't know, like 4 or 5 minutes left in the third. And then he checks back in with like 1 or 2 minutes left in the third. So then he comes, you know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say here. So then he plays, the whole fourth quarter and everything like that. So Maxey should play heavy minutes tonight like he usually does. Even if it's a blowout, the rotation, he'll still at least play a good portion of the fourth quarter. And as long as he gets 30 minutes in, he should be able to cover this line. So Tyrese Maxiell over 31.5 points plus assists versus the Wizards is my third play of the day. Next up, I got Darius Garland over 20.5 points versus the Magic. The Magic allow the fifth most points per game in the NBA to point guards. The Magic are elite matchup versus shooting guards. Mitchell likely struggles and Garland has a big night. They're great versus shooting guards. They're bad versus the point guard position. Benefits us with Garland here. The Magic allow the 10th most three-pointers made to point guards. Great matchup for Garland, who is a high-volume three-point shooter. And he's over this line in 4 of 6 games versus Magic this season. I just meant versus the Magic. 4 of his last 6 versus the Magic. Didn't mean versus the Magic this season. Guys, when I read my notes, I start cracking up because obviously it's early when I write these and everything like that. I'm up researching real early in the morning. And I type some shit and I'm like, what the hell are you typing, Parker? But over in 4 of his last 6 games versus the Magic. So Darius Garland over 20.5 points versus the Magic is my fourth play of the day. Next up for my fifth and final play, I got Anthony Edwards over 36.5 PRA versus the Spurs. He's over this line in 4 of his last 5 games. The Spurs allow the most assists per game in the NBA to shooting guards. The Spurs allow the 4th most points per game in the NBA to shooting guards. And he's over this line in his first matchup versus the Spurs this season. The reason we're going with PRA over points assists is because it's only a 5 difference for rebounds pretty much, so expecting 5 rebounds. And Edwards has been crushing this line. And he crushed this line first time versus Spurs with 7. So I think he gets it done again today. I love this line. So Anthony Edwards over 36.5 PRA versus the Spurs is my fifth and final play for the day. So those were my top 5 NBA PrizePicks player props for the day. If you enjoyed this video and you do want to see more from me, go ahead and subscribe to the channel down below, like I said, and give this video a big thumbs up, as it really helps me out a ton, helps push this content out to more and more people, and I really would appreciate it, guys. And then also, if you have not signed up for Soet yet, go ahead and click that top link in the description to my link tree, and Soet is the top link in my link tree, and it's just $9.95 a month, guys. There's nothing like it for 70+ content creators, premium Discords pretty much. Great website, great app, everything like that. Runs really smoothly, and I wouldn't promote it if it wasn't. But without further ado, guys, I will see you on the next one.